This is a sad day, people. Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost another star that's decided to leave X. They've decided to abandon X, to abandon us all. They are gone, and I don't know how much longer we can take this exodus away from the X platform by all of these by all of these people. This is becoming an epidemic. This is a real problem. Time to Talk podcast. It is Time to Talk. It is Monday, November 18th, and we've got to get to the serious news here. Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Gabrielle Union is the latest to make it clear that she can no longer be on X. Let's read her letter. She left us a letter. Fortunately, I was hoping for a video testimony or something like, the way Don Lemon, graced us with one, but we'll get to that in a minute. But let's get to Gabrielle Union's letter, leaving Twitter. This is hard. She titles it, "It's Been Real." There are pivotal moments in life when we must declare that enough is enough. And for me, today is that day. Platforms like X were founded on authentic connections, true engagement, and creative expression, all anchored in respect for user privacy and trust. Yet, with the recent and upcoming changes to the terms of service and the return of volatile figures, I find myself at a crossroads, facing a direction I can no longer fully support. I am committed to engaging in spaces that truly value inclusivity, respect, and integrity in a digital world. Sometimes that means recognizing the last straw and knowing when to step away. To everyone I've connected with here, thank you for the laughs, the insights, and the endless support. I am not disappearing completely, though. You can still find me at Gab Union on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, Blue Sky, Spill, and Facebook, Gabrielle Union. Linked in my bio, where we can continue building meaningful connections and positive vibes. Thank you all for being such an incredible part of this journey. Let's keep spreading love and light to one another in the ways that truly matter. My guy, just gets you right here, doesn't it? Gets you right here. I mean, this is an actress. I mean, this is let's such classic, critically acclaimed, groundbreaking films such as Love and Basketball, Bring It On, The Brothers, Two Can Play That Game, Ride or Die, Breaking All the Rules, The Box, Daddy's Little Girl. Oh, and of course, we have to remember that incredibly well-received, critically acclaimed remake of the classic Honeymooners, Gabrielle Union. People, welcome to the Time to Talk podcast. Again, this is the time to subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. We're going to get into all these people leaving Twitter. They're leaving Twitter. They're leaving X. And we are suddenly finding ourselves, are we saddened by this? No, why don't we just keep it real and just tell these people really what the deal is? Why don't you grow up? I think that's going to be the theme for the show for the next couple of weeks or months until they actually start to exhibit some sort of adult behavior. And these people, the Democrats specifically, the Harris supporters, the anti-Trumpers, the anti-Elons, decide to wake up and grow up and just stop with the nonsense. These people leaving a platform with the idea that it used to be freedom of speech and it used to be a place of integrity and it actually held the values of, basically allowing for the discussions to be real. Do these people not know? Here's a problem, and this is the thing that I continually preach. CNN, legacy media, like Don Lemon's former people who fired him, and then he ended up doing nothing on X because nobody wanted to hear from him, right? These people specifically deal with, they didn't get any information on the Twitter files when that whole thing happened. In case you're wondering what that was, Twitter files. When Elon purchased Twitter, former Twitter, now called X, they opened an investigation to explore whether or not Twitter employees and Twitter in general were in league with government agencies, and government agencies were actually suppressing free speech, deplatforming people, shadow banning people, putting certain ideas and certain beliefs that counter to their narrative low in search and all sorts of things. These things were happening. It was proven. Now, that wasn't reported on CNN because they're part of the machine that's actively engaged in the suppression of such stories. Hunter Biden laptop, promoting the idea that Russia, that Trump was in league with Russia and the whole Russiagate thing, along with God knows how many other things, right? Now, how is it that you're making this? Like, you have to think about how stupid these people sound, like Gabrielle Union, Don Lemon, and Barbara Streisand, and Jamie Lee Curtis, when they actually use the words. It's almost the same thing as when the Democrats and the pro-Kamala supporters were screaming about freedom and free speech and democracy. And you're looking at them and you say, you do realize that you're using those words, but currently, are you just not aware that you already lost your freedom of speech? Are you not aware of what's going on behind the scenes? Are you just ignoring that? I have to wonder. So if it's just a matter of you don't know, then I again tell you to take your heads out of your you-know-whats and wake up and start paying attention to other media sources outside of CNN, Fox News, ABC, NBC, all these legacy media companies. CNN, MSNBC being the worst of them all. You can't say, I'm leaving somewhere because there's no longer free speech. What's really happening, you're leaving because you no longer are safe in your echo chamber. In other words, your ideas might be challenged. Someone might say something you don't like, and you don't want that. You want to go somewhere where everyone plays nice and we all share the same exact thoughts. We all think transgender women should play in women's sports. We think that's okay. We think it's okay to say men can have babies. We think it's okay to do all these other things. We think it's okay, right? You want to basically be on a platform. I guess it's Blue Sky. Is that the place you're going now? We'll see how long that lasts. Where everyone echoes what you're saying and how you feel, right? That's what you want. You want to all get together, all the celebrities and all the people. I don't want to be challenged. That in itself is probably most of the reason why you guys lost the election. You don't want to have a discussion. You don't want to keep it in reality. You just want to stay in a bubble, and you want to be fed whatever you're being fed by, whatever people are telling you what's right and what's wrong, and you don't want to have anyone push back on you. You don't want to engage in the conversation. I've experienced this with people left and right. Again, within my own family, you can't even have a rational, intelligent discussion with people about the election, especially post-election. Leading up to it was almost impossible as well. You can't have a simple discussion. Mind you, these are the people who will always act like they read, they're intellectual, they're smart people. Try to have a conversation with them about politics or show them a different perspective, and suddenly they have no sense whatsoever. You have to be able to engage and hear the opinions of other people. You cannot possibly change anything. If you're looking to change the situation and the election results, you're looking to make a difference and you want a different outcome and you're not happy with the election results, look to the future. Don't disengage, pulling out of the fight and going, I'm just going to go retreat over here where it's safe and nobody bothers me. We all agree on the same things, that we should have voted for a woman because she was a woman and because she was black, and that's all we needed. If that's where you want to go, you are probably a major part of the problem. I'd go so far as saying, I don't know why you're even allowed to vote, but that's a whole nother controversial topic. You're not informed enough to make rational decisions, yet you want your opinion to matter. Everyone's opinion matters. No, not really. Not when you're totally insane and out of touch with reality. And I want to be really, really, really specifically clear here and let you know, again, as I've said plenty of times on this channel, this is not coming from some super conservative Trump supporter, MAGA supporter. I'm not supporting Trump. We have a lot of issues to deal with when it comes to Trump and keeping an eye on him and his administration and his cabinet that he's appointed and how it's going to work out. This is not about that. This is about saying you need to stay in the fight. And it's about saying that if you're retreating from X because you don't want to possibly hear other people's opinions, when you're scared that someone might say something you don't like or against you, you are the problem. You're not helping your cause. I tell you what, if you feel that strong about your issues, if you actually have substantial policies and procedures that you want to put forth and you want to back and you want to make the case for, and candidates that you want to make the case for in the future, why don't you stay there and make your case if you got a strong case? Continue the fight. Continue to make your voice heard. Leaving is not the solution. Leaving and running with a bunch of other people who, mind you, you're all failures because you failed to get your candidate elected. That's your fault. That's not black men's fault. It's not Latinos men's fault. It's not white men's fault. It's your fault. The people like you who are retreating and leaving X. Don Lemon, Jamie Lee Curtis, Barbara Streisand, Ben Stiller. Who else is going? Has Robert De Niro left yet? Was he even on X? I don't even know. When is Van Jones leaving? Is he going to give us a video too? Oh, please, we need a video from you because you're so important. Don Lemon, we needed to hear the words from your mouth. Gabrielle Union, thank you for the letter. We really appreciate that. We don't know what we're going to do without you. Enough is enough. You people have lost your mind. You're being weak, and that's part of the Democratic Party's problem. You're weak and stupid. There, I said it. I sometimes have to feel like, oh, am I going to be too mean? Am I going to be too direct? Am I going to be too negative? But you know what? It's my channel. I'll say what I want. It is not a wise move to reject and retreat. If this is about Elon Musk, because I guess that's what this is, right? We hate Elon Musk. He's clearly buying Trump, and he's part of this whole Trump MAGA thing, the white man billionaire. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not suggesting that you need to like Elon Musk or think or not have questions about Elon Musk running our government pretty much from behind, the richest man in the world, aligned with Donald Trump and the MAGA movement. I'm not saying we shouldn't question these things. I'm saying you're going to leave a free speech platform. The one thing he did do was buy Twitter, expose it for what it was, which was totally in line with what it is you're claiming you like, which is freedom of speech, democracy. He kept that going. He actually opened it up, and he's given us X. You don't have to like everyone on there. You don't have to be, the fact that Trump is still there and has a platform, that shouldn't bother you. Don't read his tweets. Don't follow him. I'm on there and I go through my X feed and I see plenty of people that I follow people that I disagree with. I follow other people on the other side, on the far left. I follow them. I listen to other people. I look at things in totality. I don't just stay with a few people that I agree with and that's it. That's the way it's supposed to be. You should be open to information. If you're not, and you want to stick on your woke points, oh, look at me, I'm leaving X. You need attention. Really, is that really what this is? We needed to put up statements. We need to put up videos so we can have attention and show people how important we are and how morally superior we are. That's part of this as well. This whole moral superiority thing that you guys are on, where you think, oh, we're so for the people. No, you're not. You're not. Anyway, I've had enough. I'm done with that one. Time to Talk podcast. Who else is leaving X? Let me know. What do you guys think about these people leaving X? Do you even care? Is anyone a fan of Gabrielle Union as an actress? I mean, a fine sister, no doubt. And maybe Love and Basketball is a classic film. But beyond that, do we really care? Do we really care that Don Lemon left? Let me know in the comments below what you think about people leaving Twitter. Should they leave? Should they stay? Should they make their case? I'd like to hear from you. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the like button on the way out. It helps the algorithm. And I'll see you on the next Time to Talk podcast. Peace.